Your arms and legs still, or is your spine still? I'm going to say that all over again because my mic wasn't on. So we're thinking about what is moving. Are your arms and legs moving? Is your spine moving? Are your arms and legs still while your spine moves? Is your spine still while your legs move? And your relationship to gravity. So we're going to start in a supine position, lying on our backs. And when you lie on your back, you can move both your spine and your arms and legs. We're going to start by moving our spine. Simply inhale, rock your pelvis toward your tailbone and feel your spine lift away from the floor. And exhale, rock your pelvis toward your belly button and let your low back and your spine reach towards the ground. Now notice that this sets off a wave that talks to your neck. Tailbone, belly button. Just go back and forth. Tailbone, belly button, tailbone. Now, as you continue to think about this, your legs are still, which means they don't need to work either. The bones of your legs are staying still. So keep your feet light on the floor and move your spine from the muscles around your spine. Exhale. And in. Go ahead, as you keep rocking, put your hands on your belly. And then inhale, let your belly get really big. And notice how that helps point your tailbone towards the ground. And then exhale, let your belly get small and see how that pulls your pelvis towards the ground. Inhale. And exhale. And then one more thing to notice, inhale, is that your chin and your tailbone are moving in the same direction. So tailbone, chin towards the ground. Exhale, tailbone and chin. And go ahead and settle here. Let's try a new concept. Let's think about rotation of the spine. So still keeping your legs steady, you're going to twist your pelvis towards one side. So rock your pelvis towards the right side of your back. And rock your pelvis towards the left side of your back. Still keeping your feet light on the mat. Rock your pelvis towards one side. And rock your pelvis towards the other side. Feeling heaviness towards one side of your pelvis. Now what's fun here is when you rock towards the right side, your left knee is going to reach away from you. And when you rock towards the left side, your right knee is going to reach away from you. It's like someone is pulling on your leg, and that rocks your pelvis. And pulling on your leg, that rocks your pelvis. One more time each side. And then now let's go ahead and roll in circles. So we're going to exhale as we rock the belly button. And then roll around your pelvis. So you're going to roll to the side. Roll toward your leg. And then your tailbone. The other leg. Your side. And your belly button. And now let's go in the other direction. Side. Tailbone, side, belly button. Good. And so that was our little foray into moving your pelvis. Go ahead and go a little faster. Just feel that connection. Now let's think about doing a similar thing with your head. So keeping your head on the ground, and just dip your chin toward your chest. And notice for yourself when you do this that your ribs might try to pop up off the ground. So what I want you to do now is dip your chin toward your chest, but ask your ribcage to press it through. And just do that a few times, just to keep those ribs grounded as you dip your chin. One more. And good. And now let's take these concepts into a larger movement, the bridge. Inhale, belly gets big, rock your pelvis towards your tailbone. Exhale, roll over the back of your spine. Dip your chin toward your chest and send your ribcage down. And then begin lifting your pelvis up into the air, rolling through your spine. Inhale at the top. Exhale, melt your spine down for the ground, vertebra by vertebra, all the way down. Inhale. And exhale. Rock your pelvis toward your belly button. Dip your chin, heavy rib cage, and then roll through that rib cage. Inhale at the top. Exhale, soften. Roll your ribs back down. Inhale. And exhale. Roll through. And up. Inhale. And exhale. Soften through. Roll back up. Inhale. One last time. Exhale. Roll through your spine, finding this mobility while your legs are staying straight. And roll back up. Good. Now from here, we're going to take our hands behind our head. It's important when you do this to clasp your fingers together. So you're really making a good hammock for your head. You're going to take that hammock, it's even shaped like the back of the skull. You're going to place the back of your skull here. And now let your elbows come up a little bit. The right place for your elbows is the easiest place to keep your shoulders relaxed. So what you may notice if your elbows are way out to the side, your shoulders may come up towards your ears a little bit. And if you bring your elbows all the way in, there's tension through your forearms. So I want you to find a place where your elbows reach away from you and your shoulder blades can stay relaxed. Then take it down here and let's practice that nod again. Press your rib cage into the ground, heavy rib cage. Nod your head. And then heavy rib cage. Nod your head. Now take that heavy rib cage. Let's take it a little bit more. Press your rib cage into the ground and feel how that takes some weight out of it. And release. And try again. Press your rib cage into the ground. Feel how that takes some weight out of your head. And pick up your vertebra one by one. Inhale. Back of your rib cage. Exhale. Lower back down. Widen your shoulder blades. And then unroll your chin. Notice that your chin dips, your rib cage is heavy, then your chin stays dipped as you lift your head and shoulders. Inhale into the back of your ribs here. Then exhale. One vertebra at a time, you're laying your vertebra back there. Exhale. Pressure it down and lift up. Inhale at the top and exhale. Lower back up. Inhale. Last time, exhale, press your ribs down, dip your chin, lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Now from here, stay there. Notice what it feels like to hold your head all by itself. And then arc your arms towards the ceiling and then towards the ground. Now imagine there's very squishy balls underneath your hand. And you're going to press your hands down and use that to lift up a little bit higher. And let's try a breath here while you're pumping your arms. Inhale for 5. Exhale. Now, can you find this breath without changing your belly muscles?
And exhale. That means you have to breathe in through the posterior or back lobes of your lungs. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Reach your hands up. Clasp your fingers. Take them behind your head. Soften through there. Lengthen your neck. Back down.
So that was 2 exercises where we were keeping our arms and legs still, but moving our spine. Now we're going to keep our spine still and move our arms and legs. So what I want you to think about is sending your rib cage down, dipping your chest slightly, maybe not as much as you did before, but feeling that rib cage be heavy. And then opening your collarbones, finding the corner tips of your shoulders on the mat, and then your tailbone is heavy. From here, take an inhale into the back of those ribs. Bring your arms up above your shoulders. Now here's the work. Exhale, keep your rib cage grounding into the ground as you take your arms above your head. Inhale, take your arms up above your shoulders, and exhale back down. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. 2 more. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Moving the arms while keeping the body still. Now take your hands by your side, really keeping those shoulders on the ground. And now we're going to do let's take 2 fingers and put 2 fingers on each side of the front of your pelvis. If I were looking at you, I would have your hands by your side. But since I can't see you, what I want you to do is feel those corner tips of your pelvis, and you can decide how you're doing. When you exhale, lift up one leg. And can you lift up that leg without moving your pelvis? Good. And then put that foot down. And exhale, lift up the other leg. Can you lift up that leg without moving your pelvis? And put that leg down. And we're going to lift the leg and lower back down. And lift the leg and lower back down. Lift and lower. Lift. Now hold this leg here. You're going to hold that up. Now you have to work a little harder. So now take your fingers. Your middle finger is going to be on your pelvis. Your thumb is going to be on the base of your ribs. Help by using your thumb to keep your ribs into the ground. Find that support and pick up the other leg. From here, hold this position and take your arms up. And now exhale, take your arms up above your head. Inhale, bring your arms up. And exhale, bring them back down. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, up above your head. In and exhale back down. Now, go back. That position, build your pelvis, thumb to the base of your ribs, and exhale. Tap one toe down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, send those ribs to the ground. Be light on the back of your head. Tap the other toe down. And up. Let's do 1, 2 more. Exhale as we tap. Inhale as we come up. Exhale as we tap. Inhale as we come back up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And then go ahead and put one foot down. And then behind. 3. Good work. Now we're going to open our arms out to the side and we're going to move our legs. Open up. We're going to move our legs but in a different plane of motion. So you're going to open one knee out to the side, still having your fingertips on your hips. And then bring that knee up. And open the other knee out to the side. And bring that. Open one knee out. One more time each side. Open. Still keeping the pelvis still as you open one. And then squeeze the pelvis still and you open the other knee. And now let's add some rotation. Open one. Fold. And the other knee towards it. So your pelvis is still trying to stay still. Now your knees are going to stay still as you let your pelvis go. Then bring your pelvis back so you're moving your spine. And then you're moving your legs. You're moving your legs. And then moving your spine. And then you're moving your spine. And then moving your legs. So again, move your legs. And then your spine. And spine. Legs. Legs. And then and great. From here, go ahead and roll over to your side. On your side, you're going to get this here. Now, with the knee bent, we're going to continue moving our spine. We're going to lift that arm up.
There we go. Now we have sound. Sorry. Lift your leg up. Well, good thing we did that first side. Yeah. And lift your leg up. And lift your leg up. And down. Lift your leg up. And down. Now lift your leg. Keep it there. Still having that long waist. Keeping your pelvis still. Take your leg forward. And press your leg back. take your leg forward, hand on your hip, brush your leg back. I like to put the thumb on the back of my pelvis, the pointer finger on the top, so I can really feel the shape of the pelvis and decide if it's moving or not. I'm giving you your own tactile cues. Now stay here, 3 circles in each direction. 1, 2, 3. Other direction, moving the leg without moving the pelvis. You'll notice muscles are working inside the pelvis and around the pelvis, but the pelvis bone is staying still. Good. From here, go ahead and roll over onto your belly. So we've changed our relationship to gravity. Go ahead and put your hands in front of your forehead and then lay your forehead down. And this first thing, we're laying on our belly, so gravity is acting differently on us, but we're going to still move the spine, keep the arms and legs still. Lift up, head, neck, and shoulder, and lower back down. Lift up, head, neck, and shoulders, and lower back down. One more, just like that. Lift up, head, neck, and shoulders. Now, hold the spine still. Lift up your hands to meet your forehead. Hold the arms still. Lower your head, neck, and shoulders. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Hold the spine still. Bring the arms up. Lower the head, neck, and shoulders. Good. And up, and down. One more. Up, stand up, and down. From here, your forehead is in the ground. Now we're going to move the arms. Lift the arms up. And now we're going to move the leg. Lift the legs into the air slightly. Then we'll move the spine. Keep the spine where it is. Lower your arms, lower your legs, lower your spine. Lift the arms. Reach through those big toes to lift the leg. Lift the spine. Lower the spine. Lower the arms. Lower the legs. Find your way onto your hands and knees. On your hands and knees. Bringing your hands underneath you, bringing your knees underneath you, flat through the shins. And I want you to keep your arms and legs still, push into the ground to move your spine. And then move your spine by reaching your head and tail away from each other. And then exhale, lift your spine in the middle. Inhale, reach your head and tail away from each other. Exhale, lift your spine in the middle. Inhale away. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Now we're going to keep the spine still and lengthen one leg back behind. And come on back down. And lengthen the other leg back behind you. And come on back down. Lengthen one arm out in front of you. And down. Lengthen the other arm out in front of you. And down. Lengthen one leg. And the opposite arm. And down. And lengthen the leg and the opposite arm. And down. Feeling that support through the front of the body. Now you'll come to sitting. You can sit in a Z-sit. You can sit cross-legged, or you can sit up on a box, or you could even sit in a chair if this position is uncomfortable. We've changed our relationship to gravity. We are sitting tall in gravity. It's a more familiar relationship to gravity, but we're still either going to move our legs or move our spine. We're going to move our spine to the right. And lift up. And we're going to move our spine to the left. And come on up. Let's do one more time each side. I have giraffes on my shirt. I call this my mermaid shirt because this exercises the mermaid. And now you can see that I'm lifting up and over, but I'm not squishing this little tiny giraffe. I'm being tall through my legs and up. Now we're going to move our legs. So we're keeping our spine as still as possible. This is a hard one. You're going to try to lift up that knee and put it down. And let's do 3 of these. Lift up that knee and down, and lift up that knee and down. From here, let's switch to the other side. And once again, we're in this relationship to gravity. If you're sitting in a chair or sitting cross-legged, you don't have to switch sides. You're going to just come up, bend to the side, and up. Now, can you keep the big giraffe tall too? How much do you have to reach up to keep from squishing? And reach up and bend to the side. And up and bend to the side. Now from here, hands in and lift your knee up and up. Up. Oh, we did 3 on the other side. We're doing 5 on this side. That's okay. All right. That is your beginner portion of the mat class. I hope you can take those concepts into the next class that Lori's going to teach.